Ever wondered about the life and secrets of one of America's most notorious mob hitmen? Ever thought about the life of James Joseph Bulger Jr., known to the world as Whitey Bulger? Well, sit tight for a journey into the life of a man whose deeds sent tremors through the underworld of crime. Born on September 3, 1929 in Dorchester, Massachusetts, Whitey Bulger grew up in a life marked by poverty and hardship. His criminal inclinations began at a tender age, and by his early teens, he had become a member of a street gang known as the Shamrocks. In 1956, Bulger's life took a dark turn. He was arrested and convicted for a string of bank robberies across multiple states. This conviction would lead to his first prison sentence, a term of 20 years. But Bulger wouldn't serve the full term. After merely 9 years, he was released on parole. Upon his release in 1965, Bulger returned to his old stomping grounds in South Boston. He quickly rose through the ranks of organized crime, becoming a key player in the Winter Hill Gang, a mob that reigned supreme in the Boston underworld. In the mid-1970s, Bulger's life took another twist. He was approached by a high-ranking FBI agent, John Connolly, who proposed an alliance. Connolly, who also hailed from South Boston, believed he could manipulate Bulger by turning him into an informant. Bulger, however, had other plans. He saw this as an opportunity to eliminate his competition, feeding the FBI information about rival gangs while continuing his own criminal activities unscathed. This unholy alliance between Bulger and the FBI led to one of the most significant scandals in the history of the Bureau. The FBI, in their blind pursuit of other mobsters, allowed Bulger to run his criminal empire with relative impunity. This period, from the late 70s to the early 90s, marked the height of Bulger's power. His reign of terror included drug trafficking, extortion, and even murder. But as with all things, this couldn't last forever. In 1994, the FBI's alliance with Bulger was exposed, leading to a massive manhunt for the notorious mobster. Bulger, however, had been tipped off and managed to slip away, beginning a life on the run that would last for 16 years. After evading capture for over a decade, Bulger's luck finally ran out in 2011. The FBI apprehended him in Santa Monica, California, ending one of the longest manhunts in U.S. history. Bulger was 81 at the time of his arrest. During his trial, Bulger was linked to 19 murders and a multitude of other crimes. In 2013, he was convicted and sentenced to 2 life terms plus 5 years. He spent the rest of his days behind bars, meeting a violent end in 2018 when he was murdered by fellow inmates. The life and crimes of Whitey Bulger are a chilling tale of power, corruption, and betrayal. His story serves as a stark reminder of the depths to which individuals can plunge when they choose a life of crime over the rule of law. A life that began in poverty and hardship spiraled into a world of crime and violence and ended in a prison cell. Such was the life of Whitey Bulger, one of the most notorious mob hitmen in American history.